Happy Halloween, boys and girls, and welcome to another edition of Going to Bed with Mike and Steve. I'm Mike.
And I'm Steve.
And this is a continuation of R.L. Stine's classic Goosebumps thriller, Egg Monsters from Mars, which is number 42 in the series. Let's continue with Chapter 8, shall we?
Dun-dun-dun.
I had to show it to Mom and Dad. I carefully closed the dresser drawer so it couldn't bounce out and escape.
You already tried that 2 minutes ago.
This kid is so sexually repressed, though. I mean, he just ejaculated for the first time. He collected his chunky yellow scrambled egg specimen, and now he's holding on to it so he can show his mother and father because he doesn't realize that that is a totally inappropriate thing to do. People, if you're listening and you have yet to experience the wonders of any sort of emission, nocturnal or dayturnal. What are we? Nocturnal animals come out at night. We're not nocturnal, but there's got to be a word for it, right?
There is. I don't know what that word is.
All right, everybody, you've got another task. Google it, Yahoo it, Bing it, or Ask Jeeves.
Woo!
Let us know. That's our favorite method.
Below.
In the comments section. This is participatory now, everybody. Hop on the old bandwagon. I carefully closed the dresser drawer so it couldn't bounce out and escape. Then I went running downstairs, shouting at the top of my voice. My pajama pants were twisted and I nearly fell down the stairs. Mom! Boof, 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 boof.
And the parents did nothing.
Mom! His twisted, crumpled body laid at the bottom of the stairs. His elbow bone was poking out the back of him through his skin. Mom! Dad! Where are you?
But he wouldn't feel it because he's in shock.
The house was silent. The vacuum cleaner had been pulled out of the closet, but no one was around to use it. I burst into the kitchen. Were they still having breakfast? Mom! Dad! Brandy! No one there. Sunlight streamed in through the kitchen window. The breakfast dishes, 3 cereal bowls, and 2 coffee cups were stacked beside the sink. Where did they go? I wondered, my heart pounding. How could they... What?
They left you because you talked about the eggs.
How could they leave when I had the most amazing thing in the history of the known universe to show them?
It was amazing. I'm glad he enjoyed it.
He was that kid who would run out after going to the bathroom going, Mom, look at the poop I made.
It's huge.
It's huge. And the parents went, oh, that's a good boy. Good for you. They never stopped, rewarding him with animal crackers, even when he turned 8, 9, 10 years old. It was still, hey, Mom, I took a big shit. Well, here's an animal cracker. Good boy.
Or maybe they just, they never did that. They never gave him praise for anything. And he's trying so hard to find that thing.
No matter what it is, every time he, scoops...
Because his sister gets everything.
Yeah, every time he scoops earwax out of his ears.
Mom,
Dad, does this impress you? Does this impress you?
No.
Every time
Be like your sister.
Every time he ties his shoes, every time he finds a new genus of leaf on the ground, you're right. You're right. He has a complex.
So suppressed.
Also, look that up. What is the name of that complex? I guess it's just an inferiority complex.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't need to look that up.
If there is a specific name, let us know.
I turned to leave the kitchen when I saw the note on the refrigerator. It was written in blue ink in Mom's handwriting. I snatched it off the magnet and read it. Dad and I took Brandy to her piano lesson. Make yourself some cereal. Love, M. Okay, so in Goosebumps, Steve and I have been watching the Goosebumps television series in conjunction with...
we almost completed them all.
We have almost completed them all. R.L. Stine's characters, the parental units, often leave vague notes for the children when they've gone out without informing the child. Have you ever randomly had your mom leave you a note to say I've got... Okay, I mean, let's not say now. If you were
as a child?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
If my little sister was being brought to a piano lesson, my parents wouldn't just leave me a note and let me wake up in an empty house by myself. They'd probably just come, wake me up, and be like, "Hey, we're taking out, we're taking him to the." Yeah. Piano lesson. Go, all right, but I mean, I guess it's supposed to be eerie, right? This idea of suddenly being left alone.
Everyone's gone. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's
very Twilight Zone.
That's scary for a child. I mean, now it's like if you wake me up to let me know, it's like don't wake me up.
But it's a cliche in children's literature and in children's television that parents will just leave notes saying, "Oh, we've gone to do this without first informing you."
For a really long time, You're alone by yourself.
Yes, it's a school night, but we're going out until 11:30 because we wanted to see a movie. But feel free to heat up the dinner that's in the oven all by yourself. Use the stove, use the oven, light some candles when the power goes out.
Invite your friend over.
Invite your friend over. It's cool. No worries. Even if she's female, close your bedroom door if you
Whatever.
like to.
We don't care.
I wish I lived in the Goosebumps world because their rules are extraordinarily lax. Cereal? Cereal? How could I think about cereal at a time like this? What should I do now? I leaned my forehead against
cereal for breakfast?
Yeah, cereal. Reese's Puffs
for breakfast? No.
I leaned my forehead against the cool refrigerator, struggling to think. I could leave the throbbing egg blob locked up in the dresser drawer all morning. Maybe it needed fresh air. Maybe it needed exercise. And then, see,
yes.
I just thought of, okay, so like, then in my head we cut to an exercising montage in which except you've got, so you remember the movie Flubber?
Yeah,
when there's the green blob and but he's got the arms and the legs. Well, I'm picturing a white version of that, and him outside holding its little arms, and the little blobby guy has got a red, white, and blue sweatband around his head. Rising up, da 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 da. Guess my time got to lie. See, I wanted to jump into the Weird Al lyrics. I think I know all the Weird Al lyrics to Eye of the Tiger, but not the actual.
That's a case for many songs. Piano Man? Nope.
I know most of Piano Man.
Yeah, but I know all of the Star Wars.
No, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. That's Spider-Man. Star Wars is American Pie. That's the one I was actually thinking.
We're super cool, by the way.
We're the coolest.
Maybe it needed food. Food? I swallowed hard. What would it eat? What could it eat? It was just a lump of scrambled eggs with eyes. No, maybe it made scrambled eggs. I've got to take it out there, I decided. I've got to show it to someone. I thought instantly of Annie. Oh, poor Anne.
Annie.
Yes, I exclaimed to myself, I'll take it next door and show it to Anne. She has a dog. She's really good with pets and animals. Maybe she'll have some idea of what I should do with it. I hurried back upstairs and pulled on the jeans and t-shirt I had tossed on the floor the night before. Then I made my way to the dresser and slid open the drawer. Yuck! The egg blob sat in its own yellow slime. Its whole body throbbed. The tiny round eyes stared up at me. I'm taking you to Anne's, I told it. Maybe the two of us can figure out what you are. Only one problem. How do I take it there? I rubbed my chin, staring down at it. Do I carry it on a plate? No. It might tumble off. What is that you got there on a plate, Dana? Is that Fluffernutter?
Yeah,
no, it's too clear for Fluffernutter. It almost looks like
kinda gross.
It looks like, is that icing from were you eating a cinnamon roll?
It's like
nope.
Green.
It oozed out of my egg. What egg are you talking about there, Dana? Zoop.
Dana, whoa!
And that's the day that Anne's parents don't let Dana hang out with Anne anymore.
No, they move away.
Do I carry it on a plate? No, it might tumble off. A bowl? No. A jar? No, it couldn't breathe. A box. Yes,
box.
I'll put
Anne's
it in
box.
a box. Anne's box. The sexual imagery is just running rampant. Yes, I'll put it in a box, I decided. I opened my closet, dropped to my hands and knees, and shuffled through all the junk piled on the floor. That's how I clean my room. I toss everything into the closet and shut the door. I have the cleanest room in the house. No problem. The only problem is finding the things in my closet. If I'm searching for something to wear, sometimes it takes a few days.
Few days?
I think that's the classic jovial Bob Stein wit there.
I think so.
You understand? It's hyperbole.
Oh, man.
Today I got lucky. I found what I was looking for right away. It was a shoebox. The box my new sneakers came in. It would do until I was able to transport it to Anne's box.
Ooh.
I picked up the shoebox from the clutter and climbed to my feet. Then I kicked a bunch of stuff back into the closet so I could get the door closed. Okay, I cried happily. I returned to the throbbing egg glob. I'm carrying you to Anne's in this box. Ready? I didn't expect it to answer. And it didn't.
Oh, okay. We didn't either.
I pulled off the shoebox lid and set it on the dresser top. There, I lowered the box to the drawer. Now what, I asked myself out loud. How do I get it in the box? Do I just pick it up? Pick it up in my hand?
Ew.
I held the box in my left hand and started to... You know what I've never understood?
What?
And maybe this is another TMI moment, but in the movies, what happens a lot of times is if somebody's masturbating, you know, you got the shot, the bird's eye view shot of their face, and they're masturbating, and then after they finish, they reach over for the tissues.
Yeah.
Logically, to me, you want to have the tissues at the moment of expulsion because then you catch it. Do you understand the concept of...
It depends on where your deposit,
But my assumption in the movies is that it's just going right into your hand. That seems gross to me.
I mean, it seems it's very clean, I think, in the movies, kinda.
Well, I understand, but I'm just suggesting, is that something people do in real life? That I'm just not aware that that's the average way of catching your deposit? Because to me, it just seems like extra mess. Because then you wipe your hand off instead of just wiping your junk off, and then you got to go wash your hands. I mean, I suppose you probably wash your hands
regardless. Preference. I don't know.
All right,
do whatever you guys.
I was just curious.
Do whatever you want.
I just noticed in the movies that usually afterwards. Let us know in the comments section what you do or what your friend told you he does. I held the box in my left hand and started to reach into the drawer with my right, but then I jerked my hand away. Will it bite me, I wondered? How can it? It doesn't have a mouth. Will it sting me? Will it hurt me somehow? My throat tightened. My hand started to tremble. It was so gross, so wet and eggy. I mean, why didn't he go and get something to pick it up with? Like a stick or like I would have, you know, piece of cardboard.
Gloves.
Yeah. Pick it up, Dana, I told myself. Stop being such a wimp. You're a scientist, remember? You have to be bold. You have to be daring. You also have to wear latex gloves when you're in a lab.
Yeah. Huh, let me touch this weird goo.
That's true, I knew. Scientists can't back away from something just because it's yucky and gross. I took a deep breath. I counted to 3. Then I reached for it. And that's all we have time for tonight, Steve. But tune in again tomorrow for Chapter 9 of Goosebumps, number 42, Egg Monsters from Mars by R.L. Stine. Good night, Steve.
Good night, Mike. Good night, everybody.